start. Okay. So someone is asking to join us. Let's check who. Okay. Good morning, Ricardo. How are you? Ricardo, are you there?
Hello, Carlos. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Ricardo, it's your first time here with me or not?
As a host, yeah.
Okay. So, guys, we are here to talk today about watching multiple episodes of TV show or movies in one site. There is a word to this is binge watching. Have you ever listened this word before? Binge watching? Ricardo,
No.
Yanni? No? Okay.
No.
So it's called in Portuguese like maratonar séries, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
I know like
I
a
like.
seasoning.
yeah. Do you practice this or not?
No,
Yes.
normally not.
Okay. Okay. So we are here today to talk about this, and but we are live on YouTube, and I want to listen from you, Ricardo, and from you, Ian. If possible, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. So my name is Yanni. I am civil engineer. Today I work with the solar energy. And I am 25 and I live in Montes Claros, Minas Gerais. I like the play games and watch series and movies. I like the binge watching. So I like the game and I like the very things.
Oh,
I have a little dog and that's it.
okay. So this is an interesting topic for you. All right.
All
And what
right.
about you, Ricardo? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
I'm Ricardo. I live at São Vicente. It's the first city of Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter. I work on a telecommunications company. I have a daughter. I have two pets. I love and watch movies. Series not so much, but I like to. And well, I'm here again. Try to learn English.
Okay. It's good to see you again. And what about you, Rosalia? Can you talk a little bit about you? I remember Rosalia and Ricardo from other immersions, but maybe someone on YouTube didn't know you. So please talk a little bit about you.
Okay. Morning, everybody. Sorry for my late. I was in another meeting at 6 a.m. Then I am a little late. I'm Rosalia. I'm 55 years old. I'm living in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm a host here in TNT, Italian host. Then now I am starting in English host too. Then I need to participate a little bit more because I need to improve my English, my pronunciation, something like that. Another vocabulary. I was in a immersion about IT. Oh my gosh, emotion. No. EA. Yeah. artificial intelligence. Oh my gosh, I don't know nothing about that because I don't work with that. Only I use that. Then I was trying to learn a little bit more. Yeah, only.
Yeah, your English is really good, but you say you are a facilitator in what language?
Italian and now English.
Okay, Italian, it's a beautiful
Oh,
language.
so I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So, guys, as I say, we are here to talk about TV shows, movies, and watch a lot of this. Okay. And this is the title, and I will send the question because other people join us. And we are here to talk about this. I will start with Ricardo because he already say he don't watch series, but he watched movies.
I watched it, but not so much.
Not so much. Okay, it's more. How can I say? In my. Oh, sorry. I will.
Actually, my problem is sometimes the when the guys was creating or making a series, uh, the finish, the end is not exactly how do you say? Something that I have in my mind, I have uh, an end,
Okay.
because depends on the when the what until the series was playing. If you are a lot of audience, the guys was creating more and more episodes, and sometimes it's a little weird. But
Okay.
depends on the TV show.
Yeah, this happen more frequently than what I usually like because the end of the TV shows or series sometimes depend more about the money than about the history. So it's different from a movie. And how much time do you watch per week TV shows or movies?
Uh, I watch a lot. Yeah, any kind of TV, and I watch some series too, some TV shows too. For example, I love Friends, uh, Big Bang Theory. Is how do you say, the continue is not so uh, important like others. But I love, for example, Black Mirror, and well, I don't know if you watched it, but the episodes are not connected each other. So
Okay.
it's like it's cool too. But sometimes I watch it in the, for example, I always don't don't understand. For example, there is uh, a series called how do you say? I forgot the name. Walking Dead. Walking Dead is a series about zombie. I never understand the situation. How a history about zombies have 7 seasons.
But
I
you
never understand. So, but
but I think you didn't understand the main point of The Walking Dead because isn't a history about zombies. It's a
uh-huh,
it's a history with zombies, but it's
sure,
a history about as survive how to survive,
sure.
and face your problems and whatever. I don't watch, but I don't like zombies at all. So, but I know a little bit about that. And what about you, Yanni? How much time do you spend watching TV shows or movies, series?
With sentiment was every day, but now I organize with my boyfriend. We watching on Saturday or Sunday or Saturday and Sunday. Depends dos compromissos, né? Que tiver.
Okay.
So today we watch the anime Baki and the series Cobra Kai. So I finished recently the dorama
Dorama.
Desgraça ao seu dispor, and I try watch one series and finish, and after I started other series because senão eu assisto demais.
Okay.
And that's it. Sometimes we deixa eu lembrar o termo. We binge watching the movies, for example. The series of movies, tipo
Okay.
Shrek, for example, Shrek 1, 2, 3, and like we watching one time movies one time. No. The Interstellar too.
Yeah.
And the other movies, the parecido, tipo same.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's it.
So you talk about dorama. I never watched dorama, but today is more popular. I saw a lot of people talking about doramas today, and I don't know the reason why this became so popular here in Brazil. And what about you, Rosario? Do you already watch it and dorama, and how much time do you spend?
No, I
Never
don't.
watch a dorama?
Never. I don't know which is here something so to eat. I don't know because I don't know.
Dorama is a Korean TV show. It's like a novel or a soap opera, tipo uma novela,
Yeah.
but it's a Korean one. And they had a lot of drama and those girl in love for a guy and those stuff, you know.
It's like a real life. Yeah.
But it is not only this.
It's not only this.
Yes, the people create the image, imagine. The drama is only the history of love. And no, I como é que fala convenci, gente?
Convinced?
Convinced? Okay. I convinced my boyfriend watching because so he has the prejudice with dorama, and a maioria dos homens tem. But the dorama that I convinced that he watching is the history, the game, and the ai gente, Alabama. The Alabama is the like ai meu Deus, IA, inteligência artificial. Quase que não sai.
Okay.
The IA is very good. Is the has muito very enfim, resumindo, tem muita luta, a história é muito boa e não tem romance, então depende. Entendeu?
Okay.
Depende muito.
What is the name of your boyfriend?
Rian.
Ian. So Ian,
Rian.
you are Ian.
Yes.
Ian is a hero because his girlfriend convinced him to watch a drama. So congratulations. But what about you, Rosario? So you don't watch dramas? Do you watch TV shows or not?
Yeah, depend of the day. If I am alone at home, then I have something to do, like make. I like to watch on TV making cookies, for example. Then I turn on the TV, like live there to talking alone. Then I'm only to listen to, because I think that in my conscience there is something to talking around me. I'm not alone. But I didn't pay attention, something like that. Only watching something. Then when I see oh my gosh, that the phrase "you are still watching," then oh my gosh, the TV are too long. Then I turn off. But
Okay.
it's not so much. In the weekend, when my husband was with me, then we spend a lot of time to watch and follow some series, because we are following some Turkish series a long time. Then I spend a long time watching it.
All right. But do you have kids? Do you have
No, no.
no? Okay.
Nowadays, only my husband and I.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking you say you put something on the TV and
Yeah.
you go to do other activities. And when I try to watch something with my mother before I get married, my mom doesn't like watch TV at all. So she get bored very quickly and start to do something. Oh, I will clean the house and you can watch the movie. Oh, I'm paying attention. But at the end of the movie, she doesn't know anything about the movie. So when you talk about this, I remember my mom, and it was funny to me. Um, and what about me? I usually don't spend so much time nowadays watching TV shows or movies. Um, I had two daughters, so I don't have so much time to do those kind of activities. But of course, sometimes I watch. In the beginning, I was saying to Yanni, I'm a little bit lazy today because yesterday I start to watch Interstellar again because it's a movie I like, and I go to sleep 1 a.m. Usually, I don't go sleep so late, so I'm a little bit late today. And nowadays, I'm not watching so much TV, and I prefer to watch old movies that I already watched and I know I like because I don't have much time to watch new ones, and I have a little bit afraid to spend my free time with shit movie, you know. So I prefer to watch old movie. My wife doesn't like to watch again something she read, watch it. So it's kind of a little bit strange because uh, I like to watch again and again and again, but my wife doesn't like. And let's move on. Do you use digital streaming service to watch TV? If yes, do you pay for it? It's a good one, especially nowadays. Netflix, and there is some new rules about that. But I want to listen from you, yeah. Do you use some service like this?
Yes, I use the Netflix,
Okay.
and sometimes Disney, and sometimes, very sometimes, HBO.
Okay, and do you pay for all these services?
No, the Netflix is the account de minha madrinha. The Disney is account de my father, and the HBO is my boyfriend.
Okay.
Sou privilegiada.
Okay, I totally understand you. If you had to pay for all streaming services, you go to bankruptcy, via falência, you know. And
Yes, yes.
and what about you, Ricardo? Do you use some service like this or not?
Uh, Actually, about another question, dorama. I watched a dorama, extraordinary lawyer. It's nice, but I believe that I'm not sure if a rule, but all kinds of dorama that I try to watch have 16 episodes, so a little boring, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's
It's
like a soap
dorama
opera.
dorama is more, in my opinion, more like com-rom, né? Comédia romântica, né? So it's very similar. But about streamings, my sister-in-law offered me Netflix, and I offer back someone that I pay. I try to pay the same quantity of money than Netflix. So in this case, I pay for Disney and Global Play, and the how do you say Star 2. I pay for 3, and as I am a subscriber from Claro, so in this case I have the HBO Max 2. But in the I have the Prime Video too, because it's a little cheaper. I just R$ 8 for a month if you subscribe the year. An year is more cheaper. So in this case, I subscribe the Prime too. But essentially, I watched the Netflix because the for example, I like to TPO. There are some cartoons, DC heroes, so from cartoons and others TV shows too. But good is just Netflix nowadays.
All right. There are too many services today, and we had to improvise. I will use this word. We had to improvise if you want to watch something you want.
Mhm.
And what about you, Rosalia? Do you use some service like that?
Yeah, I use especially Netflix that I use to follow some series, something like, and for following our series, I use Telegram to copy the series that I pass for my TV, and Google
Telegram?
for Telegram. Yeah, I
Yeah.
use that to
Not to watch, to
no,
download
it's
the
not
video.
to download. I
Yeah.
download the video, the series that I copy and put in my TV. Yeah, I
I
need to pass for
never
that.
had
Yeah,
listened
there are
about this
so many
Yeah.
series that you can
Yeah.
copy there. You can download
in Telegram. It's like
Telegram. Yeah, there is a group.
oh,
Yeah.
can you after our immersion, can you give me the link, please?
Okay. Can you put that a group? I will put here.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
There is so many series,
Oh,
Turkey movie that I like so much. Then now that this movie are passing in TV, closed, open TV, I don't know.
all
Then
right.
I use it, Netflix to follow. So then now I will start to follow Shadow at school. I don't know if you know, because there is a boy. It's a comic boy at school. So ways. Yeah, I will start today because I will put in another languages. I always watching Spanish or Italian. In English, it's difficult for me to follow with TV. It's English. Then I will start in another language. Yeah,
Okay.
I pay
Uh,
only for Netflix. Okay.
okay. We aren't here to judge anyone, but what you say, remember from my past, I'm a younger guy, but I already had the experience in when I was more younger to use um, some service to watch what you want before Netflix became the main service of streaming. We had to download everything we want to watch, and the internet connection was so poor you couldn't watch something online, So I use a lot of Pirate Bay and torrents and services like that. And then Netflix became so popular and you could watch everything in there, but nowadays you don't you uh if you want being watching the main launches from the Hollywood or something like this, you had to pay for 3, 4, 5 services to watch everything you want. So this is the reason I don't spend money or so much money with this kind of services, because nowadays I think they didn't give you back what you invest. It's Netflix, it's a little bit heavy. I don't know if it's the right word, but uh, it's against cheaper. I don't remember. Netflix isn't cheaper, so it's hard. And I like to you what you say, Rosalia, about Telegram, because I never listen about this download movies on Telegram. It's
Mhm.
it's new. And the principal or the main service I'm using today, it's Netflix, because my father pay for this and give me the password, but uh, I usually don't watch Netflix because, as I say, I like to watch something more older. But my daughter use a lot to watch cartoons and some shows she like it. All right, and so let's move on. I want to listen from you, Rodrigo. How does screen time before bed impact your sleep? Do you think this can be good or not? Ricardo?
Oh, well, uh, how do could you repeat the question?
Okay.
Sorry.
I ask you, how does screen time before going to bed impact your sleep?
Mm, eh, not so much because the most part of time I fell asleep in front of TV. I don't know what happened, but after 8 o'clock around, when I try to watch something, I fell asleep. I could became upside down on sofa and I fell asleep. But it depends on the day. But normally I fall asleep and I wake up uh, some time later and I go to the bed. I normally I can watch during I don't know, during the day, at the weekend, when I could watch afternoon or morning, in the morning. That's it.
All right. So doesn't impact you so much because usually
Yeah,
you
I'm a good,
sleep.
I'm a good, I'm a good, I'm a good sleeper.
Me too. I think it's characters of the males, you know. I put my head on my bed and I fall asleep too. And what about you, Rosalia? Do you
Yeah,
this?
I
What
don't have
about
I don't have a problem too because I fell asleep with while I am watching TV or something like that. Sometimes I say I will start to rest a little bit. Then I start to watch something in cellular cell phone. Then when I see I fell asleep. Then that doesn't make a problem to me. It's
Oh,
not.
all right,
I don't
all
have a
right.
problem.
Have you ever get hurted by your cell phone
No,
on
no,
your
because I
face?
don't have to say, but here. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes this already happened to me because if you are watching something on your cell phone and you are on the bed, of course,
Yeah.
I like to move a lot. My wife say this because I move a lot in the bed, so I'm in this way, then I turn this way, and sometimes I watch in this way, and I get hurted by my cell phone in my face. But okay. And what about you, Ian? Does affect you at all or not?
Not. I don't fall asleep when I watch the movie, but I have facility um, for sleep. I I am good with this.
You are a good
Uh,
sleeper.
yes, this is é um dom que eu tenho. E, nossa, como é que fala? Ele não. Qualquer lugar, qualquer circunstância, I I get sleep. I don't know why, but uh, I I heard one times that exists the tipo existe uma técnica, eu vou falar em português, uma técnica que os soldados usam para dormir. Talvez eu sei ir fazer isso e eu não tô sabendo. Because I have the facility. During the travel, in my house, qualquer horário, é escorar e apagar.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I I usually say I can sleep right here and right now. If you stay in silence, I will sleep during the immersion. So I know the feeling. So let's move on, guys. Ricardo, Rosalia, can you pick some question? Don't need be the number 4. Can you pick some question and answer, please? And after that, can you choose someone to continue, please, after your
Okay.
answer?
Okay, I can start. Number 5. Do you ever feel guilt after binge watching? If so, what do you think causes that remorse?
Do you know what binge watching is? The word binge watching, do you know
Binge,
what it means?
no, it's I will ask for you. Binge
Ah,
watching. What it means?
yeah, it's maratonar. It's kind
Okay,
of,
okay.
if you
I
maratonar
was,
séries,
yeah, I was
filmes.
thinking about that. Depending of the day, depending of the what I am doing. Then if I left something to do, there is a time that my husband and I start to watching this Turkish series in the winter. Then you start like 2 p.m. and stop 2 a.m. Then so much time, 10 to 11 hours, only start to eat, then go back to watching again. Then, but I didn't feel some I don't have a problem with that because I don't have another thing to do, only to stay here with my husband and watching TV. Then I don't have another thing to do, only to watching. Then only because you wanted to watching, then okay, you have a time, you are it's a cold day, then you are there in the sofa. It's okay.
All right. So sometimes you you don't feel guilty so
No, don't feel
frequent.
guilty with that.
Okay.
No. Because I don't have children in my house. Then if I left something to do only to watch, it's okay. I can feel it, but I don't have. And you,
Oh,
Ricardo?
Uh, I can't binge watching. I sleep, so it's okay. I mean, not exactly a problem because I never cause remorse for me because I never can do something like that. And I don't use it to. If you try, uh, it's not on
Don't have.
during the weekend. During the weekend, I probably I try to do something at the weekend, so it's not exactly a problem for me.
all right. And you say you if you try to do this, you will fall asleep. And what what happen if you watch some long and really long move like Lord of the Rings and those long moves? Do you like or not?
Normally, the the move became much more bigger or serious because I fell asleep. So I wake up and I try to come back in the some time and that I fell asleep.
All right, all right. But do you like this kind of move very long, 3 hours of movie or
It's hard. It's hard to watch. I could mention just one or two movies is have this power to uh, keep. Uh,
attention?
yeah, it's hard. Sometimes just these things happen just in movies, in cinemas.
Oh,
So I go to the cinema normally 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, because I fell sleeping in movies like Jurassic Park, Star Wars. It's a cause of study. Me, it's a cause
okay.
of study. Uh, so I try to watch some movies and 8 o'clock p.m. or later, but lately, as I told, I don't know, 15 years ago, I started to watch movies just in afternoon or another possible time because it's hard. If you
Oh,
talk with another person, it's not exactly a problem. But watch TV is not possible for me.
okay. And please choose someone to continue. There is Yan and me. Ricardo, you have to choose someone to answer.
Okay.
No.
Uh,
Yanni
Let me-
or me?
What TV shows do you watch regularly?
No, Ricardo.
Oh.
We will continue with the question Rosalia picked up, but you have to choose someone to continue, Yanni or me.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carlos.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Usually I don't feel guilty because when I stop to watch something, usually is in my free time during the weekends, but already happened to me on the Sunday late for yesterday, for example. I start to watch this movie and I don't want to stop in the middle, so I go sleep lately, and sometimes it's hard when you have to work and you have to concentrate in the day after that. So sometimes I feel guilt, but not so frequently. And what about you, Yanni? Do you feel guilt of after binge watching or not?
For me, it's okay. I organize my day when I watch this series or movie, and I don't feel remorse after I watch. So that's it. For me, okay.
Okay. And guys, the question number 6, it's really interesting, and I want to listen from you. No one talked about this if you usually read books or not. But the question number 6 says, is binge watching worse than reading all day? And I want to listen from you. What do you think about that? It's like you are spending your free time watching 10, 12 hours of some TV shows. This can be worse than spend this amount of time reading. And what do you think about that, Rosalia? It's worse or not?
It's difficult because when you are watching TV, something like that, you can do another thing. Then when you are reading, you need to concentrate only in the book. It's difficult to attend another things like sending some message in the cell phone, something like that. I think that is a reason that people like watching more TV and follow and waste more time in the TV, watching TV than reading a book, because you need to stay a long time concentrated only in the book. It's that people don't spend it so much time only to read.
Yeah, but do you watch the movies or the TV shows in English or in Portuguese, dublado?
Actually, only in Spanish and Italian, because it's easier to understand. In English nowadays, it's I'm not able to understand all the context, all the words. Then I
Yeah.
put subtitle. Then I watch with the subtitle.
Yeah, this is the reason I ask you, because I can watch something in English, but I had to pay attention. No,
Yes.
I can't put a movie and go wash my
No,
dishes.
no.
I can't understand. So usually I
Even even in English, in Spanish, Italian, I need to pay attention because there are so many another words that I don't know.
Yeah, so this is the reason I had to pay. I like to pay attention on what I'm watching, because I don't like to watch something dublado. It's really strange for me. I don't like. So, okay. And what about you, Ricard? What do you think about that? It's worse or not?
I believe that is the better is reading about health is good for your brain. I don't know, according to some researches or something. I believe that's the how do you say? I believe that is the most the proper behavior is not binging, particularly if it's not possible to sleep, it's not so healthy. But I believe my my daughter is sometimes if you don't pay attention, he pass a lot of time reading. It's like binging watching, but for books.
Oh, all
And
right.
so, but I believe that's not so healthy.
Okay. And what about you, Yanni? Yanni?
I prefer read because the books have more, mm, it's more rich in details, and you have more concentration when you read the book. So I prefer read first, and after watch the movie or series about the book. And I I watch into the movie mm, when I am making other things, and you don't have the focus in the movie, and you lost the you lose the part or details interesting, the context, the history. So I prefer books for this.
All right. All right. Guys, we are running out of time, but I think we had time to answer our final question. Okay. I want to listen from you, Rosalia. Do you prefer watching TV alone or with your family?
Nowadays, I prefer, depend of the movie. If I wanted to learn something like the languages, that I prefer watching alone, because my husband doesn't understand something that I need to explain, that I prefer watching when I am alone. But it depends of the movie. I prefer watching together because you can talking about the movie, something like that. Yeah.
All right. All right. I totally agree with you. And what about you, Ricardo? Do you prefer watch with someone or alone?
Someone, I believe, sometimes depend on the group. I remember when I was a child, uh, there aren't much options on TV or something, and I watch a movie, and that's really funny because doesn't matter about the movement. The opportunity is so fun, so funny. I let me try to let me explain em português just a little bit.
Okay.
Tem um filme que é sobre mitologia grega, né? Eu tava assistindo, tinha uns 20 caras assim na sala né? Então eu tava falando assim, é até legal o filme, fez sucesso aí, né? Eu até esqueci o nome do filme, né? Mas não importava muito. Tudo era engraçado, assim, porque os caras ficavam tirando sarro, brincando toda hora, né? Eu lembro bem que apareceu a Medusa, né? Uma hora lá, né? Aí o cara falando assim, a Medusa usa o shampoo Colorama, que dá vida aos cabelos, né? Então, tipo assim, não importava, né? Qualquer coisa era legal, porque, cara, era uma brincadeira assim direto. Então, às vezes o filme pode ser o pior do mundo, mas com a companhia, qualquer filme fica legal, assim, na minha opinião, né? Mas é lógico, né? Especificamente sobre filme, né? Eu gosto de assistir com poucas pessoas quando eu gosto muito, que quero ver o filme, né? Mas com muita gente não dá muito certo, né?
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you. And about this, a lot of people can disturb and isn't good to watch something we want. And what about you, Yan? What do you think about that?
Depende the movie and the companhia, né? So normally my family watch the movie, the cartoon. Não sei se cartoon pode representar desenhos. But when I was young, my father put the movies for my brother and I watch it. And today is the tipo assim, a gente continua geralmente. É mais filmes e desenhos.
Okay. In my case, I usually like to go to the movies, cinema, with someone. It's really sad go to the movies alone, you know. But I already had to do that because I went to watch some movies and my wife doesn't like so much. So in that time, all my friends were busy and they couldn't go with me. So I decided I will go alone, but it's really bad go to the movies alone. But in my house, usually I like to watch with my family, some movies, some cartoons, like Yan say, with my daughters and with my wife. But if I want to watch, for example, Star Wars, no one in my house likes Star Wars. I had to watch alone by myself. Lord of the Rings, for example, it's other move I like, and my wife and my daughters don't they don't like. So I had to watch by myself. And sometimes it's good to have someone to share. You know, I like to talk about the movie or the TV show after I watch, you know. So sometimes it's good when you had someone to share your thoughts about that movie. So it depends in my case. Guys, I send you two links in the chat. The first one, it's our transmission